Welcome, guys. You're welcome on Uncut with Highs. And on today's episode, it's quite juicy. So sit back and relax. And I have my co-presenter with me, of course, and his name is
Larry King in the building.
So today's episode is actually very juicy. It's a very juicy topic. No, over the weekend I called Larry. I said, "Okay, Larry, say, look, I have this particular topic I really wanted to talk about because it's quite controversial.
I'm interested.
And I told him like, hey, look." There was a time that something happened and a lady called me like, okay, your eyes, wagwan, this and this. Say she get belly for a guy, and the guy no want the belly. The guy tell her say, if you keep the belly, you go take care of the belly, baby alone. Say no one day the begin life. Do you get? So she called me. She was crying. I said, okay, you know what? Just relax. And I asked her three things because I'm not gonna tell you say come out. I'm not gonna tell you say leave am. So I'm gonna be in between. I'm just gonna leave it to your countenance to tell you what actually you should do or you should think with your head yourself. I asked her to look. I said, see, yo, are you ready financially? Are you ready emotionally? And are you ready mentally? Because that journey is gonna fuck with your mental health. You go deal with your emotional health. It is say you are strong emotionally. Wait till you get better for guy when no want them. Because the way he will treat you, he will treat you like you don't exist.
At all.
Like some men can be very, they can be very, very mean like that. I asked her this. He said, Ice, I'm not ready. I said, okay. If you're not ready, then do what? Just switch yourself.
Truth be told, Ice, is you have a point. Truth be told, you have a point. But from my own perspective, I don't actually go well with this ideology of a lady removing belly. Nah, it doesn't really go well with me because I look at it from this African man's mentality. Now,
Okay.
back in the days, as a lady, whether you get pregnant or you get belly and you are not ready for it or something, you have to bear the consequences. You have to train up that child like that. Whether the father is available, is not, you need to go through that process. I give kudos to most of the African mothers, African ladies out there because they have this olden days mentality. Some of their mentalities may be whacked, so to say, but I still appreciate some of the things they actually put in place to actually bring up the children, bring up so many of all these human beings,
Sorry
ladies
to
that we
cut
have.
you, Larry. Sorry to cut you, Larry. You see, speaking of our old, should I say millennial, what old do I call them? The old people, our mothers, modern days.
Okay.
You know, African ladies are defined, their strength is defined by the amount of suffering they can endure, the amount of emotional trauma they can endure. You see, if you actually, I told a friend one day, I said, see, look, most of our parents, they need therapy because most of them have gone through trauma.
Yeah.
And the point is, they don't even know that it's trauma because they end up passing the same trauma to their children unknowingly. I don't get my point. So, speaking of those days, their strength is determined by how many beatings if you chop my husband hand. If husband they beat don't come, all those kinds of things. So we cannot really judge things from their perspective because now people's eyes are open. This is more realistic for
I would like to
everybody.
pick a point from what you just said just now. You said something about trauma, and I would like to reflect a little on it. Now, you know what you don't know cannot really harm you.
How do you mean?
In a real sense. Okay.
How do
Say
you
for
mean?
instance, now you say this is trauma. Now, it is not until you tell someone that, or probably when, not until someone realizes that he or she is going through a trauma, they don't really have that consciousness that they are going through trauma.
I really do not. So I don't believe that case.
Okay.
You cannot generalize it.
Let me give you an instance.
Some people do. I don't want to dive from this topic.
Yeah, I
because
know.
That trauma thing is actually different. Because if you go into trauma topic today, paper, like the whole ground will be full because African children. See, that's the topic under the Larry. Now we are talking about a lady where guy talk say you know one believe me come out. For me, like I don't want to be caught up in a mess with. I don't want to be caught up in a paternity mess with a guy. I don't want that. Because look, if I tell you say something so, you tell me say no one time, Larry, I go come out.
Nah.
See, look. See, when you don't born for man, see, a person will born for man no be girlfriend again, you know, Sha.
Yeah.
That person will be in your life forever. Whether you like him or whether you're available, you're not available, he's in your life. Do you get my point? There's no way you will write your story that person will be omitted. Even you omit and God will put her back saying, I like the like that girl with the knack that time, you know, go put her story there. So me, I just feel that if a guy tells you he don't want something, and you feel you check yourself, you don't need to lie to ourselves that hey, because see, pregnancy comes with a whole lot of things. Your body will change. I'm a woman, I'm a lady. When the girl get belly, you see that beautiful girl face where you see. If it don't chinchon, if it don't gorilla. So we just still love her the same way. That is why I will rather go through that beautiful process with a guy that loves me and wants the child. I will not go through that process of body changing. Sometimes you'll get stressed that will not even go forever. Do you get? Sometimes you that you are slim, you become baboon. And you may not even get the chance to go slim again. So why would I go through that process? For a guy that does not love me, doesn't want me. That is madness. I wouldn't do that. So I would advise my own. Okay, let me know. I'll just say my own. If a guy tell me say you don't want belly, you don't need talking twice. Don't worry yourself. See, look, me, my eye is not open. I be also see. I be hustler. I cannot lie to myself. I check myself. Say, is there about the money now? If see, going through that process has to be for a guy that really worth it.
Well,
do you get?
If
you sit ladies, we don't born, we don't give birth, sit them down. Make them everybody tell you the experience they don't go through. Some during childbirth, they lost their hearing. Some during sometimes they don't see where. Some their spine is not. Some their back. Do you get? So why would I go to? I know it's a beautiful journey. Yeah, I understand because it's for something, your child. But the point is, having a supportive partner makes it worth it, makes it sweeter. So if a guy that tell you say no one time, why should you keep up?
Well,
you can't they cry.
You have your point.
You keep and finish. They disturb family member when they send you message.
I have mine. All what I will say is, no matter how bad the situation might be, there's still no ground except for medical reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, I might say okay, go ahead. But if there's no medical implication surrounding you giving birth and all.
But the point now is, what I'm saying now is, you're not getting the point here. You're not speaking from the point here. The point is, if a guy tell you say no one baby, you won't keep her by fire by force.
That's what I'm saying. Whether he wants it or not.
So she should go through this stress alone.
Yes. That's my point.
She should go through the trauma alone.
100%.
The emotional, mental. When she need person massage, she go through it. When the begin, is it when she but see, childbirth is sweet. Now the first 6 months might be the toughest battle. Where begin go get sleepless nights, go get is it colic, what they get. So she go through all those things. She go do like my person, she go through them alone.
There's a particular Nigerian musician that actually keeps me going once in a while.
Who is
His
that?
name is Young John. There's a song they released, Stronger. He said, "What does not kill me makes me what? Stronger."
I know, I'm out of this conversation.
As long as you are not there.
For me, if a guy says doesn't want it, Ice Prince says, I would never be caught up in a maternity mess with a guy that doesn't want. See, look, I'm a hustler. I mean, I see where I did today. I also had to get there. So if a guy won't tell me, say, my dear Larry.
One love, my people.
You know what, guys?